Hey guys, so I'm sure most of you know that I currently have two dogs, Ellie and Steve. If you watch all my videos, you're probably also aware of the fact that I rescued both of them. I rescued Ellie about 7 years ago and I adopted Steve around 5 years ago. So I've had them for a decent amount of time. And ever since I've had them, I've kind of always wondered what their exact breeds are. Of course, when I got them from shelters, they told me what their breeds were, but those are always just a guess. And I really wanted to know, so I actually got their DNA tested, and today we're gonna go over those results. Before we hop right into the DNA test results, I do want to mention that this video is actually sponsored. This video is sponsored by Neptune & Company. This is a company that makes some really adorable collars and leashes for your dogs. They actually sent me this set for Ellie, which is adorable. I'm sure my camera won't focus too well, so I will put some up-close shots in also, so you guys can just see the detail of how cute these are. Along with being cute, I have to say these are really good quality. One of the main things I look for, especially like when buying collars, is to make sure the stitching is good and the clasp are good. Sometimes you'll find a really cute collar, but the clasp is flimsy, and the last thing you want is your dog like getting off when you're on a walk. And I have no doubts that this is a really high quality set. Ellie's definitely not getting out of here if she happens to see a squirrel and she thinks she needs to chase it. One of my favorite things about this company, besides the fact that they make adorable collars and leashes, is for every purchase they actually donate $1 to a local rescue, and that rescue changes every month. Since both Ellie and Steve are adopted, this really means a lot to me, especially with Ellie, because she did come from just a local run nonprofit rescue where it's just people doing it out of their house all on donations. So the fact that you can go on and buy your dog some adorable stuff and give back to dogs in need at the same time is something that's really, really cool. So if you're interested in getting your dog a adorable new collar or a leash, or you can buy them in the set like I have here, I will link them down in the description and you can go check them out. So now we'll get on to the DNA results. So I'm gonna do Ellie first so I can get her in her cute little collar. So let me grab her. Okay, so I'm here with Ellie. She doesn't look too excited to be in today's video, so I probably won't hold her that long. I will try to get some cute clips of her because she's just not a huge fan of being on camera. I did put her new collar on her and she is a little bit hairy, but it's definitely really cute and she'll be wearing it for a long time. But now we will get into what breed Ellie actually is. I'm gonna go ahead and set her down just because she doesn't want me to hold her this whole time. So when I adopted Ellie as a Shih Tzu mix. When I got her, I actually found her online and I was searching for Shih Tzus, and when she came up, she was the age I wanted, she was the size I wanted, she was really adorable, and just by her description, it sounded like she'd be a great fit for my home. And of course it said she was a Shih Tzu mix, so I was really excited, but of course I didn't know exactly what she was. After owning Ellie for a little while, I definitely didn't think she was a full Shih Tzu, just because if you read about Shih Tzus and some of their personality traits, Ellie does not really fit into that. A lot of Shih Tzus are friends to everyone. They're really calm, sweet dogs. And while Ellie is really sweet, a lot of things just didn't really add up for me. She's not a friend of everyone. Ellie is insanely sweet to me and people once she gets to know them, but she's very defensive and she is a barky little thing. For this reason, I thought she was a Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso mix because Lhasa Apsos tend to be a little bit more defensive. So that is what I assumed she was her whole life, and then we got her DNA tested. And I have to say, I was a little shocked with the results. So when Ellie's DNA test came back, she is actually 100% full-bred Shih Tzu. Based on her looks alone, I wasn't that surprised, but like I said, based on her personality, I did not think there was any way that she was going to be a purebred dog. It doesn't matter to me either way if they're purebred or a mutt. I just get them because I want them. I don't need a breed or anything, but it is pretty cool knowing that I got a purebred dog just from a shelter. A lot of people don't go to shelters because they're looking for a specific breed and they want a specific dog, but Ellie just goes to show that you can go to a shelter and rescue a purebred Shih Tzu. So that is what Ellie is. She's a Shih Tzu, and while her results were a little bit shocking, I was definitely more shocked with Steve's results. So I'm sure most of you know Steve here. He likes to make an appearance in a lot of my videos. He's kind of a mess right now. He just had a bath, which is why he doesn't have his collar on. But when I adopted him, I just adopted him as a poodle mix. But based on literally everything about him, I was for sure that he was a schnoodle, which is a designer term for a mutt, which is a poodle and a schnauzer mix. Just based on everything about him, his coat, his body type, his personality, everything, I would have bet money on it that he was a schnoodle, and I was wrong. So when Steve's test came in, it turns out I was half right, one of Steve's parents was actually a purebred poodle, so Steve is a 50% miniature poodle, so at least I had that part right. But the other parent, I would not have been able to guess that to save my life. And so while one of Steve's parents is 100% purebred poodle, the other is a mix of two different dogs. The first dog that Steve's parent is a silky terrier. So Steve is 50% poodle, 25% silky terrier, and the other 25% is very shocking, but it does explain one aspect of him, which I will explain in a bit. So before I announce the last 25%, let me know down in the comments what you think Steve is. 50% poodle, 25% silky terrier, and 25% what other dog. If someone gets it right down in the comments, I'm just gonna guess that you skipped ahead and you cheated, because I never would have guessed this. Maybe you guys are just better than I am, but the other 25% is Brussels Griffon. These are pretty rare dogs. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen one in real life before, so I was really shocked to find out that Steve is 25% Brussels Griffon. The one thing it does explain is sometimes he does have an underbite and he likes to stick his bottom teeth out. We always made fun of him because every dog Steve knows is a Shih Tzu, so we always made fun of him and said he was just trying to be a Shih Tzu, but in actuality, one of his parents had that nice underbite. So while some of you might not be shocked, I am super shocked with Steve's results. 50% poodle, 25% silky terrier, and 25% Brussels Griffon. So there you go. After getting asked for years what breeds Ellie and Steve are, I can finally tell you with certainty: Shih Tzu, poodle, silky terrier, Brussels Griffon. If you guys have adopted dogs and you've actually ran DNA tests on them, let me know down in the comments what your results were and if you were shocked or not when they came back. Once again, thank you to Neptune and Company for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check out the link in the description if you're looking for a new collar or leash for your little pup. And once again, they do donate $1 to a local rescue for every item sold. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.